Are you ready? You think you could tell us what to do? You think you could tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Better get ready. Down to the masters. Break it down!
Christ comes down, we're going door to door. If he says chop him, then we have to chop him. If he says suck him, then we have to suck him. If he says save him, then we have to save him. Christ comes down, we're going door to door. If he says chop him, then we have to chop him. If he says suck him, then we have to suck him. If he says save him, then we have to save him.
Think you're a big man? Treat you like you're a little man.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, and verse 7.
That's why they got a problem with that. We're Russian, because Vladimir Putin is showing the Russian icon. And other people, the Russian icon are black.
I'm trying to get an hour. So yeah, Pete, you got anything else to add?
Nah, just Shabbat Shalom to everybody, and yeah, man, it's beautiful topic, man. Control your anger. A lot of people need this kind of topic. You get me? I've had a few men ask me about this topic. To be honest with you, few men asked me about how to control your anger. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a beautiful build, man. So yeah, man, I leave it to you, my brother. All praise to you, how watching me, how shy.
So yeah, everyone's swords on the ready. Apocryphers on 1611. If you haven't got one, get one. And yeah, brother, if we can start with Galatians 5 and 16, please.
Come on, you got the preset, brother.
Oh, you're not putting it up?
You want to put it up?
Oh, I thought you sorry. I thought it because each week you do it off the screen, innit?
You know, if I ain't teaching, then it depends if the brother wants it or not.
Oh, Slakia, one second.
Unless brother Yardan wants me to display it. I let each brother have his own creative rights. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Salakia. Yeah, Peter, put it up for me, please, King.
Go on.
So I was waiting for it to appear on the screen, and it's all.
Salakia, technical difficulties inside Israel, you know?
Yeah, man, that's how I've known it to be done since I was there. But what is it? Galatians? What? Sorry.
5 and 16.
5 and 16. All right. You ready?
Come on, yeah, when you're ready.
Galatians 5 and 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Can't. So we have to walk in the spirit in everything we do. From how we address, how we deal with certain things. It's all spiritual warfare. We have to walk in the spirit. Read on.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
See, so it's a battle. It's a battle between the flesh. It's about like our flesh is gonna say something, and our spirit is like, no, man. We know that's off. Our fringes helps us with the spirit, which is on our flesh. It all goes hand in hand. Can you get me the book of John, chapter 6 and verse 63, please, King?
John 6, 63?
Yeah, John 6 and 63.
John 6, 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth. It is the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
See, that's what it is. It is the spirit that quickeneth. So it's the spirit that moves to do certain things and how people address certain things. Like we pick up on energies. We know, say, when we can see someone, say, yo, I can see the person's spirit on how they're moving. The flesh is profiting nothing. There's nothing that this flesh can do in terms of the Most High. We're just thinking that, oh yeah, what a lot of men are thinking with a carnal mindset. It's not that. We need to keep calm. We need to know what we're doing, and we need to keep everything at our forefront in our mind of how Yahushua moves. We've got to be in that spirit. We can't allow the wicked mindset of the world and anything that's in this world to affect us. Can you go back to Galatians 5 and 17 for me, please, King?
Yeah, kept it at hand, my brother. 5 and 17.
Yeah, just read it one more time.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Read on.
But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law.
So what is that going into? If you are led in the spirit, you're not under the law. If you are led under the spirit, you're not under the law. Let's go to Slim D. Shalom, Slim D.
Yo, I'm driving. I'm your reader, you know. When I finish driving, I'm reading. Yeah, when I finish reading, when I finish driving, I'm gonna be a reader, yeah?
That's calm. You're calm. Don't worry about that. But what I'm saying is, if you could just answer that question, what does it mean by if you are led by the spirit, you are not under the law?
So basically, when you're led on the spirit, I mean, it's twofold really. Because some will say that we're not under the curse of the law of Moses. You get caught with another man's wife, you will be beaten with 2 or 3 stones. We're under grace.
So you're no longer under the law we're under the law of sacrifice.
Basically, we're under mercy and grace.
It's can't.
You still have to keep the law though. Exactly. The guy put me in the deep end when I'm driving, you know.
Nah, man, praises, man. Multitasking.
Hey, we're praising the most time. I took it quick, you know.
Hey,
I'm trying to race home.
Hey, drive safe, man. Don't rush, man. Take your time.
We're praising the most time.
Go out again. So yeah, that's it, man. We're still under grace. We're not under the law of sacrifice. Read on, King. 19.
5 and 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies.
You see all of these? You see all of these? All of these are all different forms of anger to what the Most High doesn't like, man. These are all forms of anger which the common man does. These are all forms of anger which we do. Because a man that's gonna manifest these things of fornication, he's gonna have it in his mind, he's gonna think evil of wicked thoughts. You're gonna be angry in your steps to do that, man. These are not things that we're supposed to be going to do, man. These are the mindsets that we need to move from. Get me James chapter 1 and verse 19, please, King.
1 and 19, and it reads, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath."
You see, that's a very important point, because in my week in this wicked world, I had seen somebody that reacted to somebody, and just because they was quick to speak, it ended up in wrath. Because everything comes first, it's like verbal abuse, and then it's physical abuse. It's never just physical straight off the bat. It's verbal abuse or la 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 bow. Because these people, they're not swift to hear what the person's saying. A lot of people out in this world, they're mad. A lot of people, a lot of even in the sisters, there's a lot of sisters that's gonna hate and be envious. Maybe a work colleague. It might even be your neighbor. They might say something that's a bit like off, and it could turn into a little passa. But to control these things, we need to hear what they're saying and just know how to do it, because we're gonna have the spirit of the Most High. We're gonna be slow to wrath on all things. Nothing's not gonna be able to affect us, because we understand what's gonna happen. We're reading the prophecies and we understand what we need to do to where we've got to get to. Let me get Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 26. Lucky Peter.
No, come on. What's the scripture?
Ephesians 4.
Ephesians 4.
26.
Be angry and sin not.
Read, brother.
Yes, please read it again.
Be angry and sin not.
That's right.
Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
It says, be angry and sin not. So yeah, we can be angry in the sense of
don't sin.
Yeah, we can be angry. But this man's really trying to round me up. But sin not, man. Yo, don't rise above it. Don't think in your mind, or any doubt in your mind. You say you could do something to this person, but rise above it, man, because really and truly, unless they trouble you, self-defense, 100%. But be angry and sin not, man. Your cousin might call you up and talk some jargon. It's annoying you. Don't talk no wickedness. Don't make nothing come out of your mouth that's going to say any bad words. You don't need to. We know what everything stands for. Salakia, give me 1 second. Can I get I want another precept to add on to this, because even this precept where it says be angry and sin not, let the sun go down on your wrath. Let me question somebody. 14 people in the chat. Let's go to Naya, Israel. Shalom. Shalom, sister. What do you think it means by let not the sun go down upon your wrath?
Basically to try and work out whatever the problem was before the next day. Okay.
I used to think that as well. But I got a precept which, kind of stabilizes and gives a different light to this question that I've asked you. Brother Peter, can you get me the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 6? Because that used to happen. Me and my wife, we used to argue. And she'd be like, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. I'm thinking, sorry, babes. Of course, that's obviously, But let me get the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 6, please, Kate. Yeah, read that for me, please, brother.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us.
So where it says, and the Sun of Righteousness rose not upon us, it's this presence of how we're being in the truth and the understanding and the doctrine and the mindset we have, that it doesn't rise in us. So that someone where they let the sun not shine again upon their wrath, that means like they're not coming back into this truth, or they sway from the truth. It's about not letting you lose out that truth, because a lot of people, it's like the sun goes down, you're just down, you're no longer in the mindset or in the commandments. It's not saying, oh yeah, at nighttime, make sure, yeah, before that sun goes down. No, the sun is the righteousness. The righteousness is the commandments. The commandments is how we keep it. Calm?
Calm.
Yeah. Let me get the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Because even in this world of getting angry and seeing how everybody is, all the different characters of this world, in jobs, the everyday person that you're going to brush past, or the other encounters of these other nations that you're going to encounter. For us, in the truth, we understand differently to everyday person, again, because of this. Read, King.
Surely oppression maketh a man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
So surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. So the oppression that we know and we can foresee of our ancestors, the flow and the generational curses of what we know before coming into this truth, and the Most High waking us up to say, yo, like, you're an Israelite. Because not a lot of people know this truth and are taking on to perceive it, to jump on a Bible study on a Friday night. They'd rather be out in the world. For us, we now see these people in the world, and it's upsetting to us, man. It's upsetting. It hurts my soul, it hurts my heart when I see my sisters out here half naked, and I want to tell them, yo, come on, man. You're the daughters of Zion. We're supposed to rule this whole place. Or I see young men on the corners smoking weed all day and standing for a block that is not owned by them. It's upsetting. But at the end of the day, they're destroyed, because they're going to go and rap about killing someone, and the gift's going to destroy the heart. They're going to get a little bit of money, and they're going to further conflict their mind with wickedness. For us, we can't even think on that. We can't even think on being how these people are again, or going back into the world. God forbid that you do, to turn into a reprobate. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 8, please, King. Anything that these other people are doing, for us, we can see it. The oppression, all of this that's happening to us, the bills that we pay, the taxes, the lawyers, the fees, how our people are, it's oppression. It's all oppression towards us. Book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 8, please, King.
Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil.
It speaks for itself. Cease from anger. These are wise scriptures. Cease from anger. Fret not thyself away to do evil. Don't even think in your mind an evil thought. Like, of course, the mind is going to try and think of evil thoughts here and there, of course, because this mind is wicked. It can go off every way. Satan's very easily able to come in and try and infiltrate your mind. Anger is very easy for us to get into that. That's why we have to stay in the spirit. We've got to stay in truth. Read it again, please, King.
Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil.
Don't even think about doing evil. The Most High is going to fight for us. And when he makes us ready and battle ready and gives us a new body, we're going to get cracking. Can I get the book of... let me get Exodus first. Let me get Exodus 23 and 2.
Exodus 23 and 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many, to wrest judgment.
Let's ask somebody in the chat. 14. We'll go to Sister Omni. Are you there?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Shalom, sister. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All praises to the Most High. I'm good, sister. All praises. Thou shalt not follow. Slakia, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Neither shall thou speak in cause to decline after many. What does it mean to not follow a multitude to do evil?
What it says, isn't it? Not to go against commandments.
What's going against command? What's evil though? Like what would you not follow a multitude to do?
Sin.
Yeah, like what? Is going out to a party on a Saturday night sin?
Well, yeah, because you won't be keeping a Sabbath, will you?
No, you can go to a party on a Saturday night. Sabbath is from Friday to Saturday.
Oh, sorry, yeah, but still.
you could go to a party and wear your fringes, but hey, don't just make sure you're moving in righteousness, innit? Make sure you're still keeping who you are. Obviously, it's different of going to a festival and so there's going to be drugs and all type of things there, but it's being in that mindset. When it says don't follow a multitude to the evil, for me, in my worldly friends, a lot of them are still on wicked man things. So they're turning around and be like, yo, man's going around that way, bro. Them man there try to get me moving that. They got it. Bro, forget all of that. You're not 16 no more. Do you know what I mean? For me, that's following a multitude to do evil. For you, it might be a sister that's, I don't know, thinking of just going on some Gallivant holiday where they say they're just going to be promiscuous and they're not to no good. That's following a multitude to do evil in that sense. Khan?
I hear that. Personally, I just wouldn't go party. That's why I was
Khan, it's kind of like for me and my wife now. Like we were trying to think. She said she wanted to go to like a Amio piano rave, innit? But it's like we can never find the time with the children, and I want to take her out because I don't want to lose her source. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all praises to Most High. Can I get the book of Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 29? Yes, King, when you're ready.
He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly.
So any man that you see that's just about to get into a passa, or if it's with a girl and they're hearing some girls chatting, him that's slow to wrath, like, yo, calm down. That can, calm the situation down, because we don't need to get into a physical. But the person that can calm it down and, doesn't need to amp up, because a lot of people, they bring folly onto themselves because they amplify it. They see someone's of no understanding and stupid and ignorant and loud and boastful, and they try to amp it up. There's no need to. You can clearly defeat this person with minimal words and minimal effort. But he that is of a hasty spirit exalteth folly. They exalt the follies, and it becomes a greater passa. Just like a lot of guys in my circle area, and probably all around your areas in bits and parts, it's like they move. A lot of guys, they move with like a puffed up chest, like a badder man spirit. Everybody knows a man that's badder than a man that's badder than a man. Like they're moving with an angry, negative spirit everywhere they walk. Give me the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 9. They move in a madder spirit, and they think that, oh yeah, man's out here, I could do anything. We seen it the other day. There was a guy that got chefed, and this guy was moving like a badder man spirit. All of these guys in this wickedness, they've got a lot of anger on them. Even these guys at work, a lot of them got anger on them. They do things spitefully. Slacker, Peter, it's the book of Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 9. Yeah, they move with this anger on them. But I'm not trying to be like none of them, man. Just see them and just shake the head. Don't exalt none of their folly. Yes, King.
Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry. Anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
In the puffed up chest of the fools. Anger resteth in the bosom of fools, man. They got a loud mouth and they're talking a lot. Forget that. We don't want to be like these guys, man. And if we were, we want to put on a new man. Can I get the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 of verse 11? Them guys with the puffed up chests. It's like a who's got them puffed up chests? I don't know if you guys know it. There's someone called yeah, that's what we're going to now. Proverbs 29:11. There's a group in America. I think they tried to do it here. It's called Penguin, and they got like these battle raps. That's what I call guys with a puffed up chest that's just talking a lot of smack onto each other. I'm not on that, you know. Like, yeah, okay, some of them got some good content bars and lyricists, but for the most of them, they're talking about things which is just off. Ecclesiastes, Proverbs 29:11. The word, okay.
A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards.
See that? The fool's gonna utter his mind, say what he wants to say, loud on the street, la da 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 da. But a wise man's gonna keep it till afterwards. Even my uncles, my last Shabbat, I don't go to my family barbecues. They do it like on a Saturday daytime, breaking the Sabbath, all the abomination in the pot. You know them aunties, yeah? And one of my uncles had a fight with his own brother. One of them got too drunk in the middle of the day, which the Bible is against. He can't handle his liquor. Called out his brother like, "Yo, you moving like that," and just some passer. And my other uncle, who I've been showing about the scriptures, he exalted the folly. Them two ended up getting into a big fight, embarrassing in front of children, old people. It's like, what's going on? So I don't entertain it, man. Let me get the book of Sirach, chapter 32 and verse 8, please, King. It's embarrassing. And I had to talk, when he's told me, I had to tell him, like, well, you're defending yourself, because obviously, but you exalted the folly, man. You knew say he was drunk. And you had your children there by you, and they're young. You're swinging with your brother on the road. But again, he's not in the scriptures, he's not in the truth like that. Bring it out, King.
Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue.
That speaks for itself. Let thy speech be short, man. Especially when it's coming to people, because these are all things. Dwada. I hear you.
Continue.
Yeah, Khan. Hold on, read that again, please, one more time.
Verse 8?
Yes, please.
Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue.
So it's all about holding the tongue. It's all about controlling our speech, controlling how we're going to deal with these situations. Peter, brother, can I get the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 8?
But now you also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blaspheme, filthy communication out of your mouth.
See? That's what we've got to put off from out of our mouth, man. Just like how, like, Esau speaks. Esau speaks of a lot of effing and blinding after every word. On the construction sites, they're doing it. In everything they do. Even their cousin, the Polak, Cordova Marshall Sprovich, they do the same thing. They speak the exact same way. They've got a lot of effing and blinding, filthy communication. We've got to change our mind to not be like that. We've got to change our mind to move in a different spirit, because we don't want to have no gall in our mouth. We don't want to have no malice or wrath in our mouth. We don't want to have no filthy communication. We got to move in a different type of spirit. We got to keep our head. We can't allow ourselves to be angry. And if we are angry, we sin not. Let me get the book of James, chapter 3 and verse 8, please, King.
Lucky, what was that again?
James chapter 3 and verse 8. Let me ask. Salakia, Eden, Shalom. Eden, if you're there, Shalom. Hello.
Shalom.
How you doing? Can you read this one for me, please? James chapter 3 and verse 5.
Verse 8, brother.
James chapter 3 and verse 5, please.
Oh, 5.
Slack if I said verse 8. Eden, can you read that for me, please?
Yeah, hold on.
Salaki, Yaradan, you want the sister to read?
Can't. It's on the screen.
Do you say James chapter? Oh, it's on the screen.
It's on the screen. If you
Sorry.
look on the screen, if you read from verse 5.
Even so, the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth.
Can't. So the tongue is such a small member, and it could do the worst things, because the tongue is what sends man to war. The tongue of the king's tongue, he could turn around and say something, and everyone's dying. Everyone's going to war. The tongue is the most powerful thing, because the tongue, evil thoughts come out of it, righteous speakings come out of it. We have to control our tongue in every way. We have to change our speech, and we have to change on how we deal with others. Read verse 6.
The sister or me?
The sister, please. Just for this, James.
And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell.
Can't. Read on.
For every kind of beasts and of birds and of serpents and things in the sea is tamed and have been tamed of mankind.
Can't. And last one, verse 8.
But the tongue can no man tame. It is unruly, evil, full of deadly poison.
You see, because just throw for that, sister, beautifully read. Just like how it says the tongue is full of evil. Like in the world, your wife could say something to you that's a bit rude or wicked, and you think, "Wow, so you're gonna say that to me?" Or a man might try to disrespect you, and you're gonna think later, and you're thinking, "Yo, what's this evil coming out of this guy's mouth, man?" We've probably all had it, but it's how we deal with it. We have to change our speech. We're not supposed to allow ourselves, when walking the spirit, God willing, hopefully, we cannot allow our tongue to slip, because it's horrible to slip off the tongue. Let me get the book of Psalms, chapter 109 and 17. Slakia?
Got a precept after that verse.
Khan, yeah, get your precept. Get your precept. Peter, can you go to Psalms 109 and verse 17?
109, 17.
Brother Nathan.
Can't.
Buy your precept, King.
I'll read it. I can't. Psalms, no, Slacky, Proverbs 15 verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger.
Khan. You beat me to it. I was like, I'm 4 precepts away from that one.
Do that.
Dua the King, much love. Read that one there, please, King.
Psalm 109:17.
On.
As he loved cursing, so let it come unto him. As he delighted not in blessing, so let it be far from him.
On. So you see, everyone that tries, like for me anyway, anyone that tries to curse me, really and truly, like if I do get an passa, which is rare these days, or if it is a heathen I can see, I just bind them, man. Hopefully I'm with my son, so I've got a witness. But yeah, I just bind them, man. I try not to let them wicked thoughts seep onto me. But all of these people, like I said, these Edomites, these other nations, they got a lot of cursing in their mouth. They're quick to curse in their speech. They're quick to do all of these type of things to come on to us, and then we're supposed to think, oh yeah, curse them too. Sometimes you don't even need to, man. Sometimes you don't even need to waste your curses on some people, man, because some people are just gonna end up dead anyway. Okay, just bless them. Yeah, all right, cool. Blessings unto you. Take care. Be gone in peace. Let me get the book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 28. Because us controlling our anger, controlling our tongue. So some say it's easier said than done. But hey, we can do all things in Christ who strengthen us, man. Read that for me, keep your skin.
He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
See that? That's like that's like being in Ukraine right now. No one don't really want to be there, man. Everything's bombed up, smoked out, inferno, dead bodies, rotting carcasses. Nobody don't want to be there right now, man. It's a broken city. Kiev. That's a man that can't control his own spirit. And when you deep it and you come to think of all the girls that just get easily agitated in the world, or your family member that's very easily agitated, an uncle that's quick to snap. But they're like a broken city. They can't, it's like, yo, you look at them and think, Lord, allow it. Let me get the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 6.
And it reads, he that can rule his tongue shall live without strife, and he that hateth Babylon shall have less evil.
You see, especially when it comes to babbling with people of folly and babbling with people that's got, you can see the anger in their spirit. The next precept after this was supposed to be soft words turn away strife. But Brother Nathan brought that out. So let me just go on to my next couple. So we've got and we go to Psalms 143 and verse 4. So yeah, so it was supposed to be soft words turn away strife, much babbling. Some people, again, it's our discernment on how we deal with people. Some people, it's a soft word, especially with my missus, to the man then who's got a missus. You know what it's like when your missus is acting up and you're thinking, babe, what's going on? You're moving like you got some demon spirit, but really, sometimes it's in the eve to act up, man. Sometimes they're aroused and they just want some more, recognition, clarification, loving. And I have to see it, so I have to give her the soft word. And sometimes I slack in that department.
It's like can I just have a swap reader for 1 second in the toilet?
Come on.
All right.
What do you need?
Book of, where are we? Psalms 143.
What do you need?
Verse 4.
Psalms 143, verse 4.
Yeah, it's on the screen, King.
Yeah, I like to get my own, you know.
Go on, I
It's
hear
the
you.
book of Psalm, chapter 143, verse 3. For the enemy hath persecuted my soul. He hath smitten my life down to the ground. He hath made me to dwell in darkness as those that have been long dead. Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed within me. My heart within me is desolate. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all thy works. I muse on the work of thy hands.
Khan, read verse 4 for me again.
Verse 4. Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed within me. My heart within me is desolate.
You see, this is important because they're saying, therefore my spirit is overwhelmed within me and my heart within me is desolate. He's talking about his mind because we know the heart is talking about the mind, right? And where he's saying, therefore the spirit of me is overwhelmed, like his spirit's overwhelmed. Our forefathers went through these things. Our forefathers went through going through stresses and went through all of the feelings that we're feeling today. Jump to the book of Psalms, chapter 77 and verse 3, please, King.
Salaki, can I say this? No folly in the chat, man. No folly. Please. What did you say you wanted now?
Psalm 77 and verse 3.
I was racing home from work and that. I come to preach the word. Come to hear the word of the Lord, man. This is Psalm 77, verse 3. And it reads, I remembered the Most High.
Salaki, your connection, King.
That is my connection. Hold on. Let me say that again. This is Psalm 23. I remember I can lay my spirit. Thou holdest mine eyes waking. I am so troubled that I cannot speak. Is it still jammed up?
Yeah, you keep cutting in and out. Peter, did you hear it good?
Back now, brother.
Yeah, you might have to take over. You know. Let me try one more time. This is Psalm 73, Psalm 77, verse 3. I remember the Most High and was troubled. I complained and my spirit was overwhelmed, Salah.
You see? You remember the Most High and he was troubled and he complained, man. This is not nothing new. When we're in a lower state, we complain to the Most High. Oh, Lord God, please. All these men that get in trouble with the Lord, the first thing they do is they pray, man. Oh, please. Even everybody does it, man. Everybody does it. Even the heathens. They don't know who they're praying to. They think they're praying to Vishnu, but they're really trying to pray to our God, you know. But they're just in idolatry. But our forefathers went through these same thoughts. Let me get the book of Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 13. The Most High is going to give us certain things, as we know, to test us, man.
Go.
Like Peter, 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 13.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 13. And it reads, there have no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Khan. You see that? With all of this, anything that you get into, the Most High is not going to give you nothing that you're not going to be able to bear. When we read the book of Matthew and we read about how the devil tried to tempt him, and he told the devil, 3 times, gave him the precepts, man. He stayed in the spirit. He didn't allow himself to be taken. He made it short and sweet. Exactly what you need. He didn't allow the folly to arise or even him to dwell on the thought of their wickedness. He is controlling his mind, and that's how we got to move. The Most High is not going to give us nothing that we can't bear. He knows what we can bear. Let me get the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9 and verse 14.
Yeah.
He knows that we can bear, man. Even when we're thinking, man, I ain't got this money. How am I going to pay for that?
See that?
This bill that I got has been coming out. This company saying that they're going to charge me. I just got a CCJ. It's all going off. Read.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter, he said 18, you say?
9 of verse 14.
9 of 14. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, verse 14, and it reads, "For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain."
You see? Because our thoughts, they can go off on a big tangent, man. We could be thinking 1 minute, I want to link up my family, and you start thinking, but my cousin talks shit, and my auntie, she's really sneaky. She's always got a new boyfriend, and we're always thinking some miserable thoughts, man. It's very easy to go down this path of being upset and annoyed and agitated. But we gotta just wait and pray, fast as repeat, as Brother Duval says all the time. If we're not staying in the spirit, then we're gonna get taken away. Even if there's any sister out there that knows, say, throughout the week, certain weeks they're struggling, you need to be phoning a sister. Regular. Even for the brothers, them. Certain times in the point of the week, if you ain't got no one to call a brother that's in the truth. It keeps your spirit up, amplified. Like-minded people to share that energy. If you're not, Satan will come and talk some jargon in your ear, you know.
Salakia, brothers don't be calling brothers though, man. I'm calling brothers out, man. Brothers don't be calling brothers in a week, man. This is something brothers got to start doing, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
They say that people agree to it, but they don't be doing it in a week, man.
Brothers call me still, though, man.
I called Gerald under the week still.
Yeah, you call brothers call me still.
That is me still. I checked on Nathan. I told him I was gonna check on you today, fam.
See that?
See, but
brothers don't be calling.
Nah.
Like they be having. Hey, listen. Salakia, they be having favorites. They be calling certain brothers. You know. Hey, listen. If man's always be real, innit? Like when we really started this year, like especially when on WhatsApp days and that, it was always 100, innit? Like, no one come with 50s. It's always give 100. So I'm gonna give 100, innit? Brothers don't be ringing, bro.
Lucky king, man. Let me mute up anyway. So lucky.
Yeah, go.
That sounds like some fairs over there, right? Over there, you know. But yeah,
that can't be squashed, innit? Next week we'll see in a week, innit?
All love, bro. All love, though. All love.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Obviously, cool brothers and that, but obviously certain times you're not about to call like everyone in their phone book, innit? Because obviously I've got like bare brothers in my phone. I can't even call like literally all of them, innit? I have to call like some of them, innit? So like no, you certain brothers you might know in that, but obviously not obviously you get along in that, but obviously might not be close to them, innit? So you might send them a text now and then, but even certain brothers you might know, you might even just see them at the feast days, innit? Your connection don't even, your spirit don't go.
Yeah, well, that's the thing then. Like, obviously, for me, like, I need to get everybody's number so I can call everybody. You know what I'm saying? The brothers that I do have number, like, I do reach out and we do speak like here and there. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Ash, whether it be you, whether it be Peter, like I drop a call. You know what I'm saying? But let me get my next preset. Peter, can I get the book of Let me get Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25.
Sirach 11:25. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11. It's like my connection better now. Apparently, I got bad internet.
Oh, yeah, much better.
Yeah, I got to deal with it. If I got bad internet, I got to deal with it. Is what it is. It's Sirach 11:25, and it reads, "In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction..."
Slacky, you see that? You see, in the day of prosperity, there is forgetfulness. Let's ask somebody. Participants, Jack with a Q at the end. Shalom and hello. Hello, Jack. Did they cut? Wow, they cut. Okay. Let's go to Hakeem. Are you there? Brother Hakeem. All right, Miss D Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom. All praise to the Most High. Yeah. So, sister, this one here, it says, "In a day of prosperity." Can you see it? Yeah.
La'a.
Like
No, I'm not looking at my screen, so
Okay. So you're just listening in. That's all right. Brother's gonna read it for you. Let me see you break this one down. Let me see. Devar, read that for me, King.
From the top, yeah?
Please.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
To
read it again?
La'a.
Go on.
So, I've got a bit of a flip, but what I understood from that is that sometimes when a person is doing well or prosperous, they'll be like fast to forget about like past afflictions or issues. And then when they are afflicted, they may forget about, the other side, about being prosperous and stuff like that. So it could be two meanings. It could be a regeneration thing, or it could just be literally what I said, literally one of them two.
Correct. Yeah, I totally agree with that, and that's what it is, man. Exactly, nail on the head with that. We forget when everything's all good. Our sore days. Sorry to put you on the spot, but yeah, we forget. I know you say you're a bit sick. There's a flu going around, and like it's like times like now when my back was hurting me, bro. And brothers and sisters, my back was hurting me, yeah. And I was like, yo, I need to be praying for health more, because when I'm 10-10, I'm just squatting down, picking up my son, one heavy lift, and I was like, oh no. And I'm thinking, Lord, I'm like, yo, I'm not praying for health all the time. Like, thank you, Most High, for the health that you're giving me and my strong back. Yo, he pushed my back out. I said, yo, you just bouncing around. You're not praying on these things, man. Got to pray for everything. Thank you for keeping me strong in this truth. Thank you for my health, for my fitness. I can't forget when everything was going bad and I'm just gonna forget it. No, don't forget that. You best remember that. Don't forget it. Khan, read 27 for me, please, Devar.
Verse 27. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered.
You see? The affliction for a man forget an hour. Maketh a man forget pleasure. Even if I think like that little story about my uncle and that barbecue they had when they was breaking the Sabbath, eating their hot pepper prawns and steamed fish and ribs on the barbecue and all of that folly. But they was probably having a good old time until this kicked off. And the hour of affliction made him forget the whole thing. Everything's just ruined, spoiled. You see, for us, we got to keep the Most High at our forefront in all things.
Good.
Salakia. Let me see something here. I don't want that one. Let me get the book of Psalms, chapter 143 and verse 11.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 143 and verse 11. And it reads, Quicken me, O Most High, for thy name's sake. for thy righteousness' sake. Bring my soul out of trouble. And of thy mercy, cut off mine enemies and destroy all them that afflict my soul, for I am thy servant.
You see? We got to keep the Most High at our forefront, man. We got to make sure that we're moving upright. Make sure that our spirit is right. And praying for it continuously, man. Remember, the Most High's got all of these spirits, lying spirits, all of these things that we read about. He's got them in spirits on people. He's got Satan, all of these people, like minions, just working for him. Yeah, go and just go and test Brother Devar, man. Send the madman driver on the road to make him like nearly crash his bus. Or go and test Nathan at work, man. Send him some crazy Edomites that's talking some jargon, see if he's gonna, bend his ears to what they're saying. Go and test these sisters, man. Test their loyalty and see if they'll stand on the truth for the Most High and say, yeah, I'm an Israelite, man. I can't do that, man. That's not my ways. That's not my custom. That's not my ordeal. Test even for me. The school tried to say, yeah, like, we're going to start preparing for Christmas soon. I said, Christmas already? But yeah, we're going to start preparing for Christmas. Well, my son won't be partaking in none of that. So what you could do is you could set up a little drawing station, yeah, and I have him draw, because he likes to draw. Because he won't be partaking in none of that. Don't make him stand up in no Christmas comedies, sketches, nothing. Lay down the law, man. Let me get the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 19.
Precept.
Yeah, after this one, yeah?
Can't.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse, you said 14, yeah?
19.
Verse 19, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord.
You see?
Giving thanks always.
Just 19. So you see they were saying speaking to yourselves. When they say speaking to yourselves, there's nothing wrong with speaking to yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. People say, yo, that man's a madman, he's speaking to himself. No. Speaking to yourselves in psalms. Have some Israelite music playing. Don't be having this grime Premier Daily playing in the back of your ear. Don't be having these wicked Negroes talking all of this jargon for folly to corrupt your mind. Because remember, these little children that's around us, they be listening in as well, Oh, you got to keep it righteous vibrations around you always, man. Spiritual songs, singing, making a melody in your heart. The Most High is supposed to be our mitri at our forefront. You have to think, yeah, I'm putting a bandana on. It's the Most High on my head right now. When there's someone's coming trying to push their anger and their animosity and their rage towards you, yo, I know how to deal with it, man. Christians say that. Christians, they stand up and they say, what is it they say when they say, Lord, give me strength. But they're not dealing with the Most High correctly. They're not keeping his commandments. We always have to praise the Most High, man, in everything we do. Let me get the book of Psalms, chapter 61, verse 2. Brother Nathan.
Can't.
Can you bring out your precept, please? And that was Psalm 61 and verse 2.
Psalm 61, verse 2. From the end of the earth.
One second, Devar. Bring out your precept, Nathan.
Proverbs 29, verse 11. You got that precept already, isn't it?
Yeah, read your precept. Go on.
Let me get another one. Proverbs 16, verse 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city.
Khan. Beautiful precept, King.
Father.
Again, that's just going into the one that can rule his spirit and rule his mind. He's greater than a man that can take a city, man. The one that can control his own spirit. Read that there for me, King.
This is Psalm 61 and verse 2. And it reads, "From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee, when my heart is overwhelmed."
When my heart is overwhelmed, man. When I'm going through trials and tribulations, and before I'm going through trials and tribulations, I'm going to cry unto thee. Read on.
When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I.
See? Lead me to the rock that is higher than I, man. HOI is going to be our rock, our forefront of how we're supposed to be as men. And the women, if you haven't got a man, then HOI is your forefront, man. It's important for me to even know that when I speak, I'm trying to come with so much sincerity that it's like, I want to make you lot know that, yo, we actually have to do this because we already know everything we're supposed to do. It's just applying it. It's like we've already got the blueprint all mapped out. Everything's at touching distance, but it's for us to just endure until we get there. There's nothing wrong with speaking to yourself. There's nothing wrong with always praising the Most High in everything you do. No one can't ever tell us anything about us because we know what's going to happen. We've already got the blueprint. We know the prophecies. Let me get the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 17. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 more.
This is Psalm chapter 34, verse 17, and it reads, "The righteous cry, and the Most High heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles."
You see? So the same trouble that the Most High is going to pass through, that knows he could endure, he's going to be like, yo, it's like a wrestling fight, man. You're wrestling with the flesh and the lust of your mind, and you're in the ring, and it's a fight. But yo, just tag the Most High, man. Yo, you're going to win. You know what I mean? Just it's a tag team match. Tag the Most High, yo. We'll praise to you how about Shemi Al-Shai. So it's not a thing that needs to be in a. There's never not a wrong time to pray to the Most High, man. He knows what's in our minds. He knows what's in our hearts. He knows what's in our body. Read 19, please, King.
Verse 19. "Many are the affliction of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth them. But the Lord delivereth him out of them all."
You see? It speaks for itself, man. What have you got for this? Let me get the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 2.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 2. "Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble."
See? Set thy heart, thy mind, set thy heart aright. Wake up in the morning and praise to Yahweh Shemir Hashai, whether you're getting down, you're on your bed, however you pray. Constantly endure. Throughout all the conversations, you know how you have to deal with these Edomites, Jebusites, Elamites, vagabonds, all the rest of them. We know how we deal with them. We're not making haste to any trouble around us, or even in the time of trouble. We're going to make haste to indulge in it or do wickedness. We're going to seek the Most High. I'm not saying, yo, there's someone said, oh, a car's on fire, we're just going to walk slow away. No, obviously we're going to use wisdom, but in all things, give praise to the Most High, man. He's going to protect us. Let me get the book of Romans chapter 2, verse 7.
Please, sir.
Can't. After this one.
Can't.
Romans chapter 2, verse 7. 1, 2.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 2 and verse 7. To them who be patient, continuance in well-doing, for glory and honor and immortality, eternal life. to them who by patience, Salakia, continuance in well-doing, seek for glory and honor and immortality, eternal life.
Khan. We know what we gotta do. Fast, pray, repeat.
You want to read on a bit more?
Khan.
Want to reload it?
Khan, yeah.
This is Romans 2:7. To them who by patient continuance in well-doing seek for glory and honor and immortality, eternal life, but unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation and wrath, tribulation and anguish upon every soul of man that doeth evil, of the Jew first and also of the Gentile. But glory, honor, and peace to every man that worketh good, to the Jew first and also to the Gentile.
Khan.
There is no respect of persons with the Most High.
Khan. That speaks for itself. Let me ask somebody actually. Let's see here, who we got? Shimona. Shalom and hello.
Shalom, family.
How you doing? All praise to the Most High. This one here, when it's saying verse 7, can you see the screen, yeah? Or you're not with the screen? Shalom?
Can see. I can see.
Yeah, Khan. Yeah, so where it says to them who be patient and continuous in well-doing, who's that?
Hold on. Hold on, family. Because I'm just dealing with my son at the moment.
That's okay, sister. No worries. Ayuda.
Shalom.
Shalom, King. Break that one down for me, please.
To them who by patient continuous in well doing. So obviously it's saying at the same time, you have to persevere as well as have patience, so the two P's in it. So, you know what I mean? You have, at the same time, it's like it's a catch-22 or a freedom 22, because it's like at the same time as persevering, you have to also have the balance of the patience as well. So it's acquiring that balance. So for those who are doing that in well doing, seek for glory. So that's hoping, having faith at the same time, and hoping in all the things that are obviously promised by the Most High, and immortality. And obviously, this is the hope. The hope is for the honor, the immortality, and inevitably the eternal life.
And the eternal life is for who?
Say that again. Sorry.
The eternal life is for who?
It must be the Israelites, man.
Khan, the King. Let me get the book of Isaiah chapter 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 58. I believe that.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain.
Our labor is not going to be in vain in your house, right, or your house. Our lane is not going to be in vain for keeping the commandments, man. I think I got my last one. Let me get the book of Zechariah, chapter 4, verse 6.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 4, verse 6. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying, Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts.
You see, everything first is the spirit. It's the spirit that we need to be controlling in this anger. It's a spirit that we need to know of how we're going to move and what we're going to do and what we're going to say. We need to change our speech. We need to change how we conduct ourselves. We need to change how we approach situations. And we need to change everything to keep us at the forefront of the Most High, at our forefront of our minds, man. It's important for us to move in the spirit and not be conformed to the ways of these heathens, man. I think I just got one last thing I wanted to say, which was no, we got it still. No, that's the end of my lesson.
I got a closing
Lucky, got 2 more precepts after that.
Yeah, can't. That's the end of my lesson, and we're just gonna get some more precepts added. All praise to the Most High. Bring it up, please, Nathan.
Proverbs 15, verse 18. A wrathful man stirreth up strife, but he that is slow to anger pleaseth strife. Got one more as well. Psalms 103, verse 8. The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy.
Beautifully read, brother. You can't see. Hold on. 1 second, brothers and sisters.
They've got a closing precept as well.
Slovakia. I missed Ephesians 4%. Yeah, so Sister Ayana, slack, I'm gonna say this wrong. Sister Anawaya, Yasharana family. What your question in the chat where you've asked, I hope you're still there, where you said, what if the resolve is to be settled the next day because it's too heated and not wise to continue the conversation disagreement? Is it better to cool off and deal with it the next day, particularly when we are, particularly what are we to do? Just need clarification. Can't. So obviously, in most instances, God willing, you can just resolve it. But the precept is not about us resolving it before nighttime. That's not what it's getting into. What's getting into is us not losing ourselves in terms of how we're gonna conduct and letting the spirit of the Most High go from us. So it's not saying, oh yeah, I can't go to sleep mad at my missus. Of course, I don't want to go to sleep mad at my missus. But at the same time, sometimes we can get into heated arguments where the next day you can cool off and be like, okay, babes, you know what? Yesterday I was out of order, and you can come back at a different light. It's not a situation where it has to be like, oh, we have to rekindle tonight before the sun sets, and we have to. You're putting all trying to be over righteous and putting too much stress on yourself. You understand? But can't. That's what I get when I read it. I'll read it again actually while I'm still here. Brother, can you get for me Wisdom of Solomon?
Good. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter, was it 9?
Wisdom of Solomon 5.
5. Wisdom of Solomon 5.
And verse 6.
And verse 6.
Slacky, you still there, Slacky, before I read it? Are you still there, sister?
Can I'm here. Sorry, I'm here. Sorry, my daughter's just running around. Sorry.
That's all right. All praises. We're just going to read it for you, yeah? Khan.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 6. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us. And the sun
so it's saying,
of righteousness.
So where it's saying, therefore have we erred the way of the truth. The truth is the understanding, the knowledge, the way we perceive things, how we respect the Most High, how we know the laws, yeah? Have we erred from the truth? Read.
Okay. Have we? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined upon us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us.
So it's referencing the sun. So when we see in the previous prefix where it says about don't let sun go down on your wrath, it's talking about the sun of righteousness. So it's like a lot of people, they will be in the truth, they'll do something and they've just lost everything. The sun's gone down on them. They're no longer moving in the commandments. They're no longer wanting to keep up to the laws. They've just gone off in folly or allowed anger to take them. That's what it's going into. It's not going into, oh, nighttime, make sure you rekindle and da. Obviously, if you can do so, all praises. It's better to snuggle up and that with a husband instead of you have to go through this nighttime and wake up with a hot head. But then again, you may cool off. But all praises to the Most High. Hopefully, yeah.
Tomorrow.
All praises. You got a precept, okay. Deval.
I got a precept, the closing precept.
Yeah, can't.
We got to be watchful. This is Luke 21:36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So as you can see, the times drawing nigh, that things are about to kick off, man. All hell's about to break loose. We saw what happened in Lebanon with the phones just exploding in people's hands and their faces. And then got all these Lebanese shops, especially in the London. Hey, all hell's gonna break loose, you know. It's gonna be like it says in Isaiah. Hey, every man is gonna be for their own people, man.
Nice.
Right? Hey, what I'm saying is what Yahushua said, watch. And he said it many times. He said it in Matthew 25:13. He said it in Luke 21:36. He said it in 1 Peter 5:8 to be vigilant. And he said it in Mark 13:33. And then also you can get Matthew 24:42. And then 1 Corinthians 16:13.
You're gonna have to message all of those in the group. You said
it's very present. But yeah, I'll put that in there. And that, I mean, that is going into being calm as well. Because when you're angry, you don't think. You think rationally, innit? Like when you're swimming, if you panic, you're just gonna drown, man. So when you're angry and anger rests in the bosom of fools, you're not gonna be thinking. You're not gonna be looking at anything. You're just gonna be angry, innit? So yeah, but that was really a closing precept anyway, and that is a closing precept really. But yeah, you just gotta be calm, man, and you gotta watch, stand fast. Let me read one more. This is 1 Corinthians 16:13.
So lucky, can you read the one in Luke as well?
Go on. So Luke 21:36 was the one I just read. Luke 21:36.
Can't. Yeah,
I'll put in the chat anyway.
Yeah.
And this is another one. This is 1 Corinthians 16:13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men. Be strong. One more time. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men. Be strong. Whoa. Hey, you better watch. All hell's about to break loose. All this laughing, playing, games, joking about. It's all coming to an end, man. And I can't wait for that to come to an end because
you have to just wait patiently though, you know what I mean?
Hey, listen. No man knows the hour or time, but you can just feel it.
Yeah.
And that's when you're gonna know who was really in this thing and who was really messing about, who just wanted friends and who just wanted to be someone and just go to feast days. Right? That's you're gonna know in that day. Right? When a man's giving up his best friend, when those hiding their fringes. Yeah. Hey, I get gassed when I hear about the day of the Lord, you know. Some people don't want to hear the day of the Lord, you know, because they know all hell's gonna break loose, they're gonna use their phones. They don't really want to hear. Hey, listen, I love talking about the day of the Lord, man. With that,
yeah. What was I gonna say? I have a friend, and like, he was boasting about him getting a Tesla thing, He must have got some new Tesla, and I'm looking at him like, oh, this guy had seen that movie. You know that movie where all the Teslas started crashing into each other. And then I told him, go watch this movie. Innit? Don't think the guy never called me back, bro. Why did you make me watch this movie? I said, brother, that's showing you what's gonna happen, and you there's thinking, you're money man, new Tesla, electric, bro. Forget all of that, man. Destruction's coming, bro. But obviously, he's not in the truth, man. They're not understanding this. Yeah, can't leave the world behind. The King. Yeah, they're not understanding what's going on. They're just seeing it as it's just another movie. Nah, man. Even in The Simpsons, where it showed You know what? You know the preset where it's like one will be grinding in a mill and one will be taken. It showed that in The Simpsons of people just going missing, getting zipped up by the UFOs. Obviously, they got it down as Edomites because they're not trying to say the Israelites are going. It's the Israelites that's the bus drivers, that's the electricians, that's the workers that they're gonna need. And we're just gonna be gone. They're not gonna know. But all praises to the Most High, man.
Mighty lesson, man. Mighty lesson. I had to get that closing precept.
Water, man. Peter. I hope you had your flask and for your ginger and garlic.
Got my black cigar, got everything, fam.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All praises to the Most High Israel. Yeah, you can stop that recording there still.
God.